All right, we are at the quarter season mark, which means we can start talking awards. Award season officially open.
We started weeks ago.
I didn't like that we started weeks ago.
Okay.
Now I'm comfortable.
All right.
ESPN.com, Tim Bontemps conducted a very complex, very reasoned, thought-out straw poll of who he asked where and which city and all
And
of
he
that.
applied the correct point values.
Right, to depending, right.
And there's
101,
100 voters for the MVP, and he asked 100 people.
that sort of thing. So look, he also asked the extra one because they do the extra one fan vote. So he did all the exact duplication of what it's like when you hold an MVP vote, and here's what he came up with. Reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the overwhelming favorite among likely voters with 803 total points, followed by LeBron and Luka. So Brian, do you agree with this? Is the MVP this year Giannis is to lose?
I voted in the straw poll. I voted for Giannis as the MVP in the straw poll. They are on pace for mid to high 60s in wins. There are some people out there, Mike Adams, our former colleague, has been batting the drum that he thinks they're going to win 70 this year. We'll see about that. They're a top 5 offense, top 10 offense, top 5 defense. He's the pilot of both. He's putting up terrific numbers, averaging 13 rebounds a game, averaging the highest assists of his career. I mean, I could go on and on. We often see people who've won MVPs before have fatigue from voters, and they have to compete with them past selves instead of their current peers.
In the next year,
That is not the case, I don't think, with Giannis. I think Giannis is still growing, and so, yes, I think Giannis is going to be a hard champ to knock out if he stays healthy in that role.
Well, it'll be tough for somebody to take it from him. This guy gets better every year. He got better from last year, and I'm like, wow, he's shooting threes. I remember one game, he went to the free throw line, he airballed 2 free throws, he get the ball back, he drive back, goes right back to the free throw line like, yeah, I'm ready. Listen. They smacking people night in and night out.
They
These
really
are not just like wins. They're like going in and beating people by 20. I haven't seen a guy like this. He has that Kobe, KG, Michael Jordan mentality, that kill mentality, where it's like he don't bring it every game. He brings it every possession. And you don't see that like that. He brings it every single possession on both ends of the basketball court. Look, and I heard a story that's going on right now with the Bucks, and you know he calls when they're at home. He calls Kyle Korver and he bets Kyle Korver to come in and they do a 3-point shooting contest. Like that speaks volumes. Like this guy's won.
What a great deal for Kyle Korver.
Yep.
A guy with a $100 million contract wants to bet him. Kyle's like, this is fantastic.
But guess
Where do I
what?
sign?
So he figured, hey, if I can shoot with Kyle Korver, I'm gonna take these threes in the game, and it's turning out for. I just don't see. I mean, right now, I love
Kyle's going to come
LeBron
up with
and
other
Luka,
things for
but
him to bet on, like golf, all kinds of stuff.
I just don't see him. I'm with everybody else. He's on a whole nother level.
Well, look, I can do my Daryl Morey impression for you, where he says, but what about James Harden? And then obviously there's people who would back LeBron and Luka. Those were both guys mentioned in the poll. We'll get to Harden in a minute. Before we leave this game, I do want to show that Giannis, again, MVP form, 35 points and 9 rebounds in 28 minutes. But this small tussle here with Blake Griffin, which started apparently because Blake did step over Giannis. Giannis and the Bucks taking some exception. Here's what Giannis had to say.
At that point, I was like tired. Like I was, like they're gonna do this all night. At first, I was like trying to like talk back, try to let them know I'm like, this is more than basketball. Like we can stop playing basketball, we can fight, But at the end of the day, my teammates want me in the game. My teammates want me to, keep my head in the game, and I was like, whatever. At this point, whatever.
Kendrick, what's your take?
I love it. They riding together. Hey.
No overreaction or anything?
No overreaction. Hey, listen, if you don't have the Bucks jerseys on, we were taking up our best player, and that shows continuity.
I am 0% surprised Mr. Perkins said that. This is how this guy played.
I'm just saying, they showing continuity. That means that they love one another. This shows me that they enjoy playing with each other, that they have great relationships off the court. I love it. Hey, I'm all with it.
So they played in the playoffs last year, which even though it was one-sided, creates some of this kind of stuff. The other thing is Middleton, if you read his lips there, he said this is the second time. So I don't know what he was referring to earlier in the game that I didn't see it, or if it was another time. So Middleton, I liked that Middleton came and had his back. But post-game, Giannis basically says he was thinking about asking him to step outside. And then later on in that conversation, he called him dirty. So let's keep an eye on these two teams going
Well,
forward.
first when I saw this, like Giannis kind of falls a little bit on his foot. So Blake, I was sort of trying to give Blake the benefit of the doubt of did he step over him kind of as a sign of disrespect, or was he just kind of trying to disentangle his foot and step forward? But I was reminded we've seen this from other guys stepping over Giannis before, right? Mario Hezonja stepped over him. I think I'm trying to here, right? We've got.
Yeah, that was Hezonja's greatest moment of his career, right there.
But you're not afraid of embarrassment. At least
Right.
he went and tried
I
to
mean,
check
none
it.
of it is as good as the OG step over, right? Which you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you meant OG Anunoby. I was like, I don't remember that.
No. The real OG step
How
over.
many references to AI are we going to have in this show?
More than this one, because I've got another one later coming up in the show as well. This show would just
That's
be
all right,
called
T. Lou, you
Allen
got the
Iverson.
ring,
That's
goddammit.
right. This show would be called Allen Iverson The Jump if they let me, but they will not.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.